merriment.
Survival for expats.
In the concrete forest.
On Friday nights.
That. Oh, sorry guys. I was just like getting my hairbrush out. Hi guys, welcome back to You Can't Sit With Us, the weekly show.
Where Cassie gets wasted
Cassie
with other
brushes
waste
hair.
people. Or other girls. Since we have more guests here now, you guys can answer the question that we asked at the beginning of the show. Of all the hosts that you guys regularly know, you got Cassie, you've got Allie, Abby, Jen, Dr. Cat, bless you. Who do you think this person is supposed to be? Right here, this person, this lovely lady. I think it might be Cassie. Cassie says no. Bless you. So we'll see.
But I think the picture was chosen. I don't even know who picked. I don't even know who did the intro. Actually, it's still like a mystery to us. We've never asked anybody.
You know, every time I hear the voice, it sounds like Iona. I know it's
sounds
not.
like me.
No, it sounds like
when
Iona.
she says survival for expats, it sounds exactly like me.
But the first one, life, merriment, that sounds like
Life,
Iona.
merriment.
Anyway, because that's what I always thought. I feel like
Fuck
that
Iona,
Donald
fuck her
Tsang
plans.
is very, very tidy compared with the Chinese. Sure, Jimmy, you are right. But that doesn't mean he shouldn't be punished. What it means is that other Chinese officials should be punished more.
We kind of hold ourselves
to a weird standard.
To a standard being like as long as we're not as.
And also,
bad
what was the end? 18 months, and he can do some of that as guarded leave. That's not too bad.
Yeah, I can't remember.
I mean, it's bad because you think of him for a 70-year-old guy. That kind of sucks as an old dude, but. You know, you don't
I mean,
not punish people just because
they're hardly going to go hard on him in prison.
Exactly.
I would find it very difficult to believe that he was not getting some sort of special treatment.
Also, just a side note, like, is the picture an Asian? That's what I'm thinking as well. Is it Asian? Is it white?
No,
I can't tell.
don't think so.
It looks like it could be
I think
purple,
it's
shiny hair.
Liechtenstein. Liechtenstein, the pop artist. Is it Liechtenstein?
I think it's Lichten, not Lichten.
Yeah, the pop artist. I
is
think
the picture
that
an Asian? Maybe. What was I saying?
Could be. No, I don't think so. No, she just looks like
years.
Allie.
Oh yeah, I wanted to add. To be fair, who gets a vacation home in Shenzhen? Of all the places to get a vacation home, Shenzhen is not one of them. Like, just find a place in Hong Kong.
No.
Anyway, do you want to go through the rest of this list?
Yeah.
There's
So
a few more things.
if you guys have just joined us, we are going through. Sorry, my hair is being crazy today. We're going through a list of things that people in Hong Kong hate the most about living in Hong Kong. I want to hear what you guys think about it.
Yes.
What do you guys love and what do you guys hate? Because I love a lot
I
of.
love
Let's
most of
say
Hong Kong.
let's say
And
some
by the
nice
way,
things about Hong Kong.
no, well, there is beginning to be some things that I disagree with. Because we went through, so far we went through the rent being too high, air pollution, mainlanders, slow walkers. They think it's Jen.
I think it's Jen, yeah.
It's Jen?
It is very Jen.
Jen's more smiley, though.
That's
Jen doesn't
true.
make this face. Jen
There's
smiles
no
and has
tattoos.
bright eyes. Well, you can't see any arms anyway.
Yeah.
So
I'm
slow
sure
walkers,
Jen would find a way to-
politics, education system, work culture, cold collars, price of cheese, expat brats, the French, people who shout on phones.
No, that's so much less prevalent than it used to be. Because I remember, my brother always says this. From when he was living in Egypt to coming to Hong Kong, he was like, it's so different when you are in Egypt because everybody talks on the phone, and in Hong Kong everybody
I think it's
is
also
texting.
more people are texting now. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because I remember it was a serious problem for
Well,
a while.
for a while it was, but then there's also the sending voice messages now.
I know it's really not that. That
Well, the
doesn't
weird thing
feature
is,
on my radar at all.
I've seen, because the voice message thing is so huge in Hong Kong now. But the weirdest thing, I've seen someone voice message, send it, then some people send voice message back, and then they go back and forth. I'm like, why don't you just call
used
each
to
other,
do that.
you
It drove me
weirdos?
fucking mental.
Anyway, Mingland wrote black police. I don't think, we don't even have a black police officer
What
in Hong Kong,
about?
do we?
You mean like black as in like corrupt?
Oh,
I think
maybe. That could be a thing. Yeah.
I think I've read some good things about
African
that.
American, because they only have one non-white, non-Chinese police officer. It's I think he's Pakistani or Sri Lankan, and he had to be fluent Chinese.
Just quickly, if you guys want to read about the Hong Kong police, there's a very good book. It's called Under the Shadow of the Noonday Gun by Mike Smith. It's really good. I mean, my dad published it, but it's a really good book. One of my favorites. He wrote two.
This is like Donald Trump promoting Ivanka's products now.
No, it's really good. It's really interesting about like the olden days Hong Kong police force. I've got a copy if you want to
So
borrow it.
this is when I start disagreeing now, because the next one is old people. Now, I've slowly, like, the more I learn about how people stay, because if you guys live in Hong Kong, you guys must know this. Hong Kong has now, it's always been in the top 3 the last 4 years. We've become #1 in life expectancy. Woohoo!
But no, you were saying that like the exercise they do in the park. I always see your mom do it
my
now.
My favorite exercise, old people exercise, is the swinging that just.
Yeah. But no, I always see your mom do it now. So when I was dancing in front of the TV, your mom came in and she started dancing with me.
And a lot of people like, they get annoyed. They're like, look at all the old people doing Tai Chi. I think that's adorable.
No, it's so cute.
It's like not, because if you go in the States, if you go anywhere else in Western world, nobody exercises once they get past the age of 60. And I like the old people here.
My dad also wrote a book called Fit After 40.
Why are you becoming Alan now?
This is when we plug things, we do this. I used to wake up really early and do Tai Chi with old people. Because in Chase Gardens, they're always there at like 5, I think it was like 5 a.m. And I used to go before school and do Tai Chi with them. But Jen, our other co-host, Jen, there's like old women dancing in the park in Tuen Mun. And she's like, I used to dance with these old ladies every morning. She's like showing me on Snapchat, and they're like doing like all these dances. I was like, Jen, were you just there, like tall white girl?
I used to dance with all the Filipino ladies learning the hip hop dances on Sundays. That was cool. That was in the Happy video I was in. The other thing that reminds me of one of the best scams I heard you do, although you never ended up doing it. There was going to be an outdoor yoga class that you paid for, and Cassie's like, what if I don't pay for it and just stand nearby
at the
do the same moves?
Museum? I don't understand, like, who gonna stop me, man?
But yes, this I disagree with. I know old people can be shouty, but that's old people everywhere. There's no reason.
I think old people in Hong Kong are friendly.
Everyone becomes old people. Old people are very friendly here.
Yeah, I love old people.
Especially to animals.
My friend Kelly, who's been on the show a couple of times, Kelly loves old people so much, she'll just randomly like just touch their hair. She's just like, oh.
So the next thing on this list, I don't know if I agree with this. Park and Shop and Welcome. I don't have that much of a problem.
I think they are good.
I think they're pretty good, yeah.
Especially considering how ubiquitous they are. They are on they're everywhere.
Also,
you can get most shit, and it's also improved.
Also, here's the thing. Because people compare them to like, it's not as good as like Tesco's, not as good as like Shaw's. Yeah, but there's so much less space. So considering what they're able to do. And also, that much of a lack of space.
We're getting so many like Western products now. Like we've got Waitrose, everything you can buy Waitrose, the Waitrose own brand, you can buy in Hong Kong now, which is fucking
also,
sick.
most Westerners I know, especially like older expats, they move here when they're 30, 40. They always complain about the fish smell. I think that's definitely a cultural thing because I love that smell. It reminds me of old fish markets. I love it.
There's my vagina.
No. What? That's not what I said at all.
I don't know what you were gonna say.
I said it reminds me of old fish.
That's what you were gonna say.
That's not what I said. It's weird that you brought that up. Does it remind you of your own vagina?
Yes.
Every time you go, welcome's like, my vagina. I love. No, because so there's when I was living in Boston, there's a very famous Chinese supermarket. There's 2 of them. Well, they sell all Asian products, but they're mostly owned by Chinese people. And it was called Super 88 or Two Fat Fat, which you guys would know the pun for.
What is the pun?
It means super lucky.
Oh yeah.
And they call it Super 88. And when I went there, because they had the open fish tanks and I could smell the fish, it reminded me of Hong Kong. I was so sad every time I went there.
I know. I like how little supermarkets. I think they're, especially like, okay, I live in mid-levels, but especially recently, they've got so much shit there that's fucking cool. You're just like, hey, this is new. I dig this. I don't know. I like it. And also, I can buy Chinese vegetables super fucking cheap. It's fucking sick.
Is this the last segment, or do we have one more? This is the last segment, right? I think this is the last segment.
This is the last segment.
Okay, cool. We have 5 more minutes, so we can do the last thing on the list, which I agree with and don't agree with because it was International Women's Day on Wednesday.
Yay!
Which, because every day
is
and I wrote jokes about the best woman in the world, which is Cassie.
You did. He went on stage and he said, right, about my favorite person in the world.
But,
he did say it.
But the last thing on that list, which is number 12, is women and dating in Hong Kong. Now, more power to them, but also kind of the local women dating culture has gotten a little insane.
I don't know. I'm not a local woman.
Well, I'm talking about things like the breakup fees,
Oh,
because
yeah.
that's just harassment.
But I just think
That's harassment.
I think it's just crazy people.
No,
Like-
I think it's like it's the theater.
Do I get a breakup free from you if we break
No,
up?
of course not. No. I'm emotionally destroyed already. I feel like you owe me.
Aww.
No, I think a lot of it's the entertainment because a lot of the Hong Kong movies, they show like this is okay. They always have that term, 養你一世, which is the dumbest thing to say. Guys, never say that to a woman. If a woman holds you to it, it's technically your fault. That term is, they say it in a lot of movies. It's a very romantic notion that people say. But 養你一世 basically means like, I will pay for everything for the rest of your life. So when they eventually...
That's what Garen said to me. We've been together
I've never
ever
said that
since.
before.
No, I'm kidding.
And so when they break up, they're like, well, you said you were going to pay for everything. And they, like, Chinese women hold people to it, which is crazy. Like my cousin...
You guys have had, they've had about Jelly and the whole thing.
Yeah, oh my God.
I mean, Ash had to pay for an apartment for her. Yeah, she's great.
And so they do things very similar to, like, the breakup fees. The breakup fees is holding hostage because it's not just like you got to pay me to leave, which I know you guys, if you're local, Hong Kong local girls, it's where for me, I they can't adapt to local culture. I mean, my culture because most of my family's local. I'm a little local, but you have different interests. I just think it's hard to deal with each other. There are a lot of local girls who are like.
I think that your family are local.
A lot of them are
I don't.
local.
I mean, especially if you, as Jen was saying, like they're not like average Hong Kong people. They are
I'm
privately.
talking about the generation before.
I thought you meant okay.
Like my parents, my aunts, my uncles were mostly local, and they had kids who became more international. Hong Kong local, there are many who are like try to become more engaged in international culture, but there are some that.
I don't think they need to. That like
They don't need to. They don't need
Yeah.
to. I think the dating culture though, I still think that's a little messed up. The whole the breakup fee thing is super
it's
prevalent.
ridiculous.
My cousin, there's a girl who broke up with her.
Karen do it. No, I'm kidding.
There's a local girl who my cousin was dating, and he's probably the most local of my cousins because he was also the oldest. He went to local schools.
But yeah, I know.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say his name, but he was dating this local girl, and when the local girl broke up with him, she said, "You need to pay me 200,000 Hong Kong dollars, crazy amount."
Sounds about right. How
And
long did
he
they
said
do?
he wasn't going to, and she's like, "Fine, but if you break up with me, your next girlfriend, I'm gonna tell her about all the stuff we did, show her all these photos, just like stalk her and ruin your relationship." And he was lucky enough to meet a woman that said,
Fuck you.
"Fuck you, I don't
Yeah.
care." One
I
local
can
lady,
imagine.
hold on,
I
James
could
Lee.
literally imagine. Like she'd be such a tough
I
bitch
know,
about it.
I
She'd
know.
be like,
she'd be like, "Bitch, I'm a cut you."
She'll be like, so.
And she's technically a weirdly local girl too. Hold on, last comment.
She's French. French.
Yes, but she's less international.
She's
Hong
a
Kong
fucking
than
boss
local.
bitch. So
She's
like,
boss.
Yeah,
One local lady said recently in a TV documentary that she would have orgasm if her BF gave her a flat. Like what, a flat? First of all, I can give her an orgasm if I give her a flat pizza. All right, that's all.
That's so
She doesn't
fucking
need.
true.
Not an apartment, just like, oh my God, or not even like stuffed crust. No, that's double. That's a back to back.
Yeah, Gary.
Yeah, that girl's just on go. I agree
Yeah,
with
hi.
you.
Hi.
I know you
Yeah,
guys
on
see.
go. It's like
Yeah, I know.
crazy, right?
Yes.
Online?
No, because like some
Online?
people see that as online.
No.
That's
On
on
go, I
go.
know.
Yeah, that girl's on go. I'm glad you agree, Meg.
No,
Local TV
Garen, when I'm hungover, buys me.
I love
Pizza.
the Pizza Hut app. I just press one button, the pizza goes to
the
her.
pizza comes to my
chicken
house.
and,
It's amazing. I love
it's good.
technology so much.
Orgasm if her BF gave her a flat. Yeah, I mean that's messed up too. Like, get an orgasm from someone giving you an orgasm. Learn to
Or
go-
not giving you an orgasm. She's with him for the flat.
Maybe. Yeah. Learn to go down on a girl.
Could
That's
be.
what I'm.
Such a creepy way of saying it.
Hey,
Go down
it
on a
is
girl.
cheaper. It is cheaper to buy them a very good vibrator than it is to buy a flat. So you know.
We discussed the vibrator Valentine's Day conundrum on the show before.
Ed,
I was saying that like wanted flowers.
you wanted flowers. That's her problem. I didn't want to get her flowers.
Why?
I don't know. It's too far away.
So much effort he puts into Valentine's
I
Day.
went. That was kind of an effort.
We did, we went to
I researched
Epicure.
online.
Aw.
I talked to this really weird lady. Helps her squirt, which is weird.
Oh, we could have done an entire episode on Garen buying me a boyfriend.
Those were really nice ladies. Those people at Showtime
Hey, Garen,
know their shit.
Are you going to leave me for one of these girls?
No, I just say they're very helpful salespeople.
Are they pretty? I'm going to go check them out.
Which you don't usually get in Hong Kong. You don't get helpful salespeople.
You do at sex shops.
Maybe. By the way, can I make a plug?
Yeah.
I am doing a headlining set at Takeout Comedy, Elgin Street tomorrow for comedy. It's called Yellow Privilege. If you want to see that,
Yellow Privilege.
Message Cassie about it.
I'll put it on our fan page.
Yes.
You guys are welcome to message.
Is there anything you would like to say to your fans?
You guys can follow us on Facebook at www.facebook.com/YouCanSitWithUsHK. You can follow me on Twitter, which is twitter.com/Cassit, CASSIT. Or you can follow me on Snapchat, which is Kitty Cassie, KITTYCASSI.
Ooh, I am Garen on Snapchat, and I mostly post videos of Cassie doing terrible dances.
It's pretty much.
I'm
just like trying to dance, and then he films me. It's mean.
It's great.
Oh yeah, okay. We love you guys so much. Thanks for watching. Sorry for the cobbled together show at the last minute.
Hope you guys enjoyed it. Have a great weekend, guys.
Bye.
經錯過我哋精彩嘅節目，而家上嚟呢個網址就可以訂閱晒我哋8大頻道，付費之後仲可以重溫晒所有精彩嘅節目。記得要訂閱我哋嘅 YouTube Channel 同埋讚好我哋嘅 Facebook 專頁啊！